me see
Hi,
this.
Mystery Recapped here. Today, I'm
Cockroaches
going
sent
to
to
explain
Mars
a Japanese
evolve
science
after
fiction
400
film
years.
called Terraform Mars.
Sent to Mars to
Spoilers
evolve
ahead.
after 400
Watch out
years.
and take care. Far in the future, overpopulation is about to destroy the planet Earth. To create a backup plan, in case our ecosystem fails, humans decide to change the atmosphere of Mars and make it suitable for human existence. The process
How
is
long
called
is this video?
terraforming.
13
They
minutes.
start by growing a simpler form of life, like moss, on its surface. The moss would help to increase the temperature of the planet and make it similar to the Earth's temperature. To spread moss over its surface, genetically engineered cockroaches are sent. I hope you're taking notes, Elon Musk. It is now the year 2597.
Elon Musk
Somewhere in
better
Tokyo,
never do
two
nothing like
criminals
that.
named Komachi and Nanao are being chased by the police. They run frantically through the crowd, but are caught. As the police surround them, a futuristic vehicle levitates in the sky and lands nearby. Inside the vehicle is Dr. Honda and his assistant. They're there to fetch the two criminals and use them for their own benefit. The doctor offers them to be part of the Mars colonization mission. Komachi and Nanao will have to go to its surface and eradicate all the cockroach colonies, since they are no longer needed. Dr. Honda promises to pardon their crimes if they agree to participate. The duo accepts the offer. Cut to 2 years later. Nanao and Komachi are now trained and are flying to Mars with other criminals like them in a spaceship called Bugs 2. Nanao is always skeptical of their competence.
Yeah, that
because
too.
the team is made up.
Because I don't know why you would want to make robots. After all those movies where robots go, they usually kill humans in movies. I really don't know why you would want to do that.
Of thugs and criminals.
You over here making
As she is
robots
talking
and
to
stuff
Komachi about the
and
matter,
playing with
the ship's
AI.
captain, Keisuke Dojima, informs them that the ship is about to land on Mars's surface. He orders everyone to prepare for landing. After they finally touch down on the planet, they see that Mars is no longer red like it used to be. Rather, it looks more like Earth, spread with green moss. Lieutenant Mina
I'm already knowing something finna go wrong here.
into the air to kill the cockroaches. The captain then orders them to spread around in a group of 2 and see if the eradication process is working. They plan to meet in 3 hours and choose their team members. A team member named Asuka is paired up with Yakuza, but she strangely insists on being with the group's computer specialist, Ichiro. The captain accepts the request, not wanting a conflict to arise.
Hey,
The team's drones then
charge
locate
this.
another ship sent 10 years ago, called the Bugs 1, nearby.
Appreciate
Dojima
that.
contacts the doctor and tells him they are ready for the first contact. The doctor starts to jump
Also,
excitedly, anticipating
his
the results
own
of the
AI
mission.
is more
The groups then step on the
competent
surface
than
and start
him.
searching for dead cockroaches.
Yeah.
The 2 members named Jen and Maria are
True,
confused because
Yakuza
there are no
is.
cockroaches on
Well,
the
yeah,
rocks,
I say
as they
Yakuza is
continue
a
to
Japanese
look.
mafia.
Suddenly, the 2 come across
Basically.
3 strange creatures standing right in front of them. They quickly hide behind a rock in fear. They had not been told about.
I'm
such
already
large
knowing these
creatures.
things finna
They
do
look
something,
human-sized
like eat them or
anthropomorphic
something like that,
cockroaches and have clubs as
or
weapons.
kill them.
Meanwhile, Komachi and Nanao, who are also looking for dead cockroaches, come across the same creature. Komachi is fascinated.
I do
and
not
tries
know why
biting
his
it,
name is
but within
Yakuza.
seconds, the creature attacks Nanao and snaps her
Oh,
neck. It then runs away in a flash, leaving
that thing
Nanao's limp
fast as
body
heck
on the
though.
ground. Nanao dies in Komachi's arms, and he watches her in distress. Just then, Jen's team arrives and tells Komachi.
Oh yeah, they
their
cook.
encounter.
That thing
The
just
creatures
moves
have
so
also killed
fast.
Asuka. They rush back to the ship and tell the captain about the creature, only to find out that the captain knew about them from the very beginning. He was ordered not to tell the team members about the creature by the doctor. The captain explains that the cockroaches that were sent 500 years ago evolved at a rapid speed because of the abundance of radiation and now have turned into creatures stronger than humans. Now, the doctor appears as a hologram in front of the team and assures them that they have nothing to worry about. The doctor had been preparing for this very moment.
This doctor lying to them.
He has prepared distinguished
He's using them as an
injections for every
experiment.
member that will grant them the superpowers of several insects. The drug will enhance their DNA by combining it with that of the insect.
Yeah, it
Using those
is.
unique powers, they can battle the evolved cockroaches. However, the members do not want to fight the cockroaches. Rather, they want to abort the mission and fly back to the Earth immediately. But soon, their ship is surrounded by the creatures. One brave team member, named God Lee, volunteers to divert the cockroaches until the others reach.
Why is his name God
He heads
Lee?
outside and injects himself with
What
the
kind of
chemical
name?
that the doctor had provided. As soon as he does that, a rapid mutation starts inside his body, turning him into a hybrid between human and ground beetles. Now Lee is able to shoot out flames from his body, as beetles do. With his new powers, Lee battles the cockroaches, who seem to be as powerful as him. He uses his unique power and shoots fire from his hand.
I do not
The
know.
force from the flames pushes the creatures back and burns them, but when it subsides, it is seen that only the exoskeleton of the creature is burnt. A cockroach then runs towards him and kills him in a flash.
So your name is
Meanwhile,
Godly
another
just for you to not have no screen time and get killed. Like, why though?
cockroach latches itself
He was
to the
basically
spaceship and
pointless.
breaks its
He was
windows.
pointless
It
at
enters the
that
craft
point.
and immediately kills 2 of the members. The captain quickly injects himself with the drug and starts to evolve. His DNA is mixed with the DNA of bullet ants, who have the ability to carry things that are 100 times their weight. The captain then easily smashes the cockroach to the floor and kills it. The team celebrates, but their happiness is cut short when they notice a crowd of cockroaches heading towards the ship on the radar.
Oh yeah, they
Knowing that
cook
cannot
beyond
battle them all,
cook.
everyone decides to take off and go back to Earth. However, when the lieutenant tries to start the ship, the engines malfunction and the system shuts down. It seems as though someone has deliberately sabotaged the ship to stop it from taking off. The captain quickly thinks of a plan. He wants the team to go to the Bugs 1 and bring all the necessary parts they will need to fix Bugs 2 while he fights the cockroaches. Everyone agrees, but Ichiro asks to stay behind with the captain and help him before making his way to the other ship. Komachi goes to see Nanao's corpse for the first time. He notices weird strings coming out of her mouth, but doesn't think much of it.
What is
Now,
that?
the team gets
So
inside
you
the
see a
Mars rover,
floating
which will have
string
enough,
coming out her
but doesn't
mouth,
think
and you don't think nothing of it? Yeah, all of them in this movie is dumb.
much of it. Now, the team gets inside the Mars rover, which will have to travel through a horde of cockroaches. A member named Tezuka offers to help them avoid the creatures and injects himself with the drug. He evolves into a Mackley bug who
Ew.
can shoot out projectiles of gases in the form of flame at a very high speed.
He
He
ugly.
uses his power to propel the Mars rover forward through the crowd of cockroaches. Meanwhile, the captain fights the cockroaches inside the ship with all of his might, but more and more of them keep entering. He quickly makes his way to the control room and vacuums out the oxygen inside the ship, so all the cockroaches inside would die due to suffocation. His plan works, and soon the cockroaches start to fall unconscious. But the lack of oxygen harms the captain as well, making both him and Ichiro fall to the ground. At the same time, the team inside the rover sees something massive approaching them. When they get a clear look, they are surprised to see a massive wave of millions of cockroaches coming their way. Tezuka still doesn't back down and uses all his power to propel the ship forward. They strike the creatures and soon land safely on the other side of the cockroach wave.
But that's
The group
gotta be a
then
million
moves
freaking
forward,
roaches.
But not long after, another wave approaches them. This one is even larger than the first wave, containing millions of creatures. Tezuka cannot handle them together, so 2 of the team members named Maria and Osaku transform themselves into their hybrid versions as well. The 3 try their best to fight off all the creatures, but the rover flips and aggressively lands on the ground. The 3 are thrown to the ground, while the ones inside the rover are knocked out. The rover turns out to be on autopilot mode and takes the members to the destination ship. Tezuka, Maria, and Osaku try fighting the horde of creatures, but are eventually killed. When the group inside the rover gains their consciousness
I'm
back,
guessing
they
this
are
is a
already
Japanese
at Bugs
movie
1. They make their way
or something
inside
like
while 2
that.
members guard the entrance. Mina tries to run a diagnostic of the ship.
None of them look
Oh my gosh, it's just so cute.
American.
Let's see how he does in a fight.
And they soon realize that the ship
Oh
is
yeah,
transmitting
true.
data to someone
That
on
too.
Earth.
I didn't even
Just
realize
then,
one of their
the group
names
hears
is Maria.
gunshots and rushes outside. Both of
Or
the
whatever
guards
it
have been
is.
killed. The cockroaches have found the weapons in the Bugs 1 and are using them to fight. Komachi injects himself with the drug and mutates into a massive hornet. With his newfound powers, he can punch holes through the cockroaches' bodies and kill them in one go. Jen does the same and turns into a desert locust that can jump up to 90 stories high, while Mina transforms into a praying mantis that can slash the cockroaches into pieces. The team battles the cockroaches and kills them in no time. The scene changes to the doctor calling someone. The phone is picked up by one of the cockroaches.
That
on
thing
Mars.
is
Unlike
ugly.
the other cockroaches, it can speak Japanese and communicate with the doctor. He warns the insect not to get close to Komachi once he transforms because his insect is extremely dangerous. After ending the call, the cockroach goes inside the ship Bugs 2 and recirculates its oxygen.
So we got a
Then,
smart
the creature's
cockroach.
body tears down the middle, and out emerges a transformed Asuka from inside. The team had thought she was dead, but it turns out that she was on the doctor's side the whole time. Her unique power after being injected is that she has the ability to control the cockroaches' minds, just like an
Never
emerald
mind.
cockroach wasp. So, she manipulated the insects to go against each other and survive.
Yeah, true.
She then kills the captain and pours water into Ichiro's body.
I mean, it could be
Ichiro,
an
too,
anime.
has been
Usually,
ill
all
health
these Japanese movies are based on anime or something like that.
since the beginning. His body has transformed into the Asian coronavirus. Coronamide.
Ain't
a
no
creature
way.
who can survive in extreme conditions and only needs water to reactivate. The doctor has assigned them on a mission to bring a cockroach egg back on Earth so the Japanese government can breed them and use them to strengthen their military. This was their prime mission, and the cockroach eliminating mission was just a decoy. Ichiro and Asuka then take off the ship with the egg in it. However, the
That's
egg starts
crazy.
to hatch midway and gives birth to 2 evolved cockroaches. Asuka tries to use her power to control them, but it
Nope.
doesn't work. The creatures are far
I'm
more
already
evolved
knowing.
from the others, making them the most powerful ones of them all. They kill Asuka and call their own kind for help. The cockroaches on the surface hear the call and flap their wings to fly.
So
to
they
the
can
ship.
fly?
When a swarm of cockroaches latches onto the ship, it starts to malfunction and crash beside Bugs 1. The evolved cockroaches come out of the ship and order the others to attack Komachi and the group. Komachi injects himself with the other dose of the drug, speeding his evolution. They do not have much difficulty fighting the normal cockroaches, but the evolved ones are hard to defeat.
Oh,
One of them
evolved
kills Mina
ones.
after ripping
Oh.
her arm off. Jin injects himself with the second dose of the drug, while Komachi is on his third dose. With their heightened powers, they kill more cockroaches rapidly. However, the creatures are nowhere near backing down. Jin injects himself yet again and develops a pair of wings. Now, the cockroaches fly in the sky and battle him. They attack the two in waves and do not die down because of their number. Eventually, Jin realizes that to defeat them, they should defeat the evolved leaders. He injects himself multiple times with the drug, speeding his transformation and
Bruh
making it
is gonna
irreversible
die.
with every dose. After that, he kicks one of the leaders and knocks his head off with immense power. But now he has used all his powers and
Of
cannot
course.
fight anymore. Komachi tries defending Jin from the other leader, but is defeated easily. Before the leader can kill them, a magical glowing creature comes flying towards them.
And
It
what is
spreads
this supposed to
glowing
be?
dust all around as everyone looks at it in awe. The flying creature is Nanao, who has evolved into her final form. Komachi flies towards Nanao, but before he can get her, one of the cockroaches fires at him. However, the dust Nanao has spread turns out to be tiny explosives that cause a chain of explosions, taking all the
Oh, dang.
cockroaches with them. Jin flies away before the explosion can get him and saves Komachi just in time. However, Nanao dies in the explosion. Sometime later, Komachi wakes up and sees Jin has completely turned into an insect. Jin asks Komachi to go to Earth without him, as this is his new life now. Komachi obliges and makes his way to the ship. Before he can reach inside, he sees that the leader is still alive. He punches the weak cockroach, but spares his life out of kindness. Inside the ship, he finds Ichiro, still alive. Ichiro saves Komachi's life by shooting the cockroach behind him. The
This
two then
whole
fly
movie
onto
sound
the
like a
escape
fever
pod
dream
and
or
fly
some
over to
type
Earth
of
as the
fake
cockroaches
dream.
watch them. Back on Earth, the doctor notices that Ichiro has hacked into their system and is broadcasting the whole encounter worldwide. The doctor's assistant starts to panic now that the Japanese government's secret is being revealed to the world. However, the doctor seems calm and says that he will sell all the Bugs' data to other governments of the world that are willing to buy them. The assistant points her gun at the doctor, as she turns out to be a spy for the Japanese government. But the doctor is already ready for the attack, dodging the bullet with a protective barrier. He then kills the assistant with a poison that was inserted in the lab in the case of an emergency. Back in the spaceship, Ichiro vows to expose everyone involved on the mission. When asked what he wants to do when he gets back to Earth, Komachi replies that he will make tombs in the memory of everyone who died, and
I
then
don't even know.
come back to Mars.
Let me see.